Hello and welcome to Tech Deals, top 20 deals on Amazon in hopefully 20 minutes. We have got some amazing tech deals and some maybe not quite so tech deals for you, but still very cool and very interesting today. We've got CPUs, we've got no GPUs because NVIDIA and AMD just don't want to sell any apparently. We have got video game stuff, home automation stuff, SSDs, and more. We might even have an amazing Lego deal for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this awesome collection of Black Friday 2020 Amazon deals. Starting off the deal list at number 20, we have one of my favorite power supplies on the market today, EVGA G5, 650 watt fully modular power supply, $100 even. This is a great unit with some great features. 10-year warranty, fully modular as I mentioned before with all separate cables and connectors. Fluid dynamic bearing fan. So basically it is a completely silent fan. It's not going to rattle around in your system and make a bunch of annoying noise. It's only 150 millimeters long. It is very compact and will basically fit into any small PC case. Moving on to deal number 19, we've got an amazing gaming monitor at a great price. Samsung's Odyssey G5. This is a huge screen at 32 inches, 1440p, 144 Hz, 1 millisecond response time, FreeSync Premium is included, $289. If you want a big, bright, fast display made by a company you've actually heard of, because while we love good deals, some of them are sometimes from no-name companies, I definitely would not call Samsung one of those. Moving right along to deal number 18, we have a beast of a monitor. If you thought that last Samsung was awesome, wait till you see this. The Samsung 49-inch Odyssey G9. This thing is insanely huge. It's effectively two 27-inch monitors side by side, glued together without the bezel in the middle, 5120 horizontal pixel resolution by 1440p vertical, but get this, 240 hertz, not 144, 240. 1 millisecond response time, G-Sync and FreeSync support. This thing is an absolute beast. Now, it is not inexpensive. I'll be completely honest with you. At nearly $1,200, I'm sure it sounds expensive. However, that is a 15% discount off the regular price and the lowest price that I've personally seen this since it launched. If you want to put away all the smaller monitors and just put an amazing widescreen display on your desk, consider checking out the G9. The little bit extra you pay for it is worth it to get a quality name brand monitor. Deal number 17 is a bit of a departure from the hashtag PC master race, but those of you who love games and technology should not miss this one. Sega Genesis Mini. And I'm not talking about one of those third-party clones or something out of China. AT Games, we're looking at you. This is the real deal, made by Sega themselves. $49, includes more than 40 games. It's basically $1 a game. This is an amazing value. It comes with both the HDMI and USB cable in the box and two Sega wired controllers. That's right, you could be gaming with a friend immediately. What else is amazing about this is if you've got any accessories or peripherals such as original from 30 years ago Sega Genesis controllers, they plug right in and work just as you'd expect. Deal number 16 is actually 5 deals in one. Samsung micro SD cards. Everybody needs a micro SD card. We have all kinds of devices, from your Android smartphone to Nintendo Switch. Anyone? Games are getting bigger and bigger these days. 64 gigabytes is the small one at $12, all the way up to a monster 512 gigabytes. Holy smokes. Now, the true value here are the 256 gigabyte cards at just $25. 256 gigs in a little, basically thumbnail-sized card for $25? That's amazing. But the 512 gigabyte drive is interesting because it's the first one we're going to talk about with 10% cash back. More on that in a minute. But it brings the price down to $58, which is the lowest price I have ever seen on a drive that size. Now, just a minute ago, I said 10% cash back. What are we talking about here? Now, hopefully all of you are Amazon Prime members, and if you're not, well, hit that link down in the video description below and go sign up for a free 30-day trial. But if you are an Amazon Prime member, are you an Amazon card holder? Amazon has two branded credit cards, a store card good only at Amazon.com, and a co-branded card with Chase that has a Visa logo on it that's good everywhere. Both cards give 5% cash back all day long, every day, throughout the entire year on basically anything you buy from Amazon.com or third parties while you're shopping on Amazon.com. But during the holiday season and during special events, they give bonus cash back. The 512 gig Samsung drive I mentioned just a minute ago is an example of one of those, and we have several more throughout this video. 10% cash back. If you are not a card holder, why? Amazon Prime membership right now is $10 a month or $120 a year, at least in the United States. With the 10% cashback bonus offers, you only have to spend $1,200 on all sorts of things on Amazon throughout the entire year, and your Prime membership is completely paid for. It's just $2,400 if you're just doing the standard 5%, but there's enough special deals during the holidays that makes that interesting. Directly credits your card, so you have to worry about rebates and forms and filling them in. It's extremely handy. We have had Amazon store cards for years, and frankly, I haven't had to pay for Prime ever since. Sign up today. I'll put a link down in the video description below where you can check out the details on both of those cards and save yourself a ton of money. Deal number 15 is maybe not tech in the classic sense, but who doesn't love Lego? Whether you're 3 or 103, Lego is way too much fun. It is not discounted very often, but we've got some really solid discounts today, including on some licensed sets, which doesn't happen as often. Take a look at this friend set right here. This is on sale for under $50, and there's over 1,000 pieces in that set. That's less than 5 cents apart. We've got several creative sets here. This one has 900 pieces. It's under $30. That's 3 cents apart. There is also the Lego Land Rover Defender. It's a Technic set with over 1,500 pieces for only $160. That is 20% off one of their classic big sets, which they do not discount very often. You'll also find a Ferrari F8 for $15 and a very cool Minecraft set for $43. Check out the links down in the video description below. I actually have several different Lego links down there going to several different deal pages. They kind of spread them out. They didn't put them all in one place, but I'll definitely link to that and a few others. If you like Lego, check out the discounts. Whenever you see them at 20% or more, that's usually a deal. Deal number 14 is a deal because Nintendo does not discount their first-party games very often. In fact, usually if you're interested in a Nintendo game, you might as well buy it when it first launches because just like Apple, they usually stay full price for years and years to come. If you have a Nintendo Switch or you're thinking about picking up one, there are some really good discounts on Nintendo Switch games down in the description below. Examples: Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening and Super Mario Maker 2, both very popular games, only $39 for either the digital or the card version. Splatoon 2 is $35, and a whole bunch more down below. Again, they're just not discounted very often, so this is your once-a-year chance to pick up some deals on those games. Moving on to lucky number 13, we have Amazon Echo devices, specifically in this case, the Echo Dot 3rd Gen, the Echo Dot 4th Gen, and something brand new, the Flex Mini speaker. How many of you have ever wanted to walk around the USS Enterprise and just speak to the computer in the middle of the air and have it answer you anywhere you go? For an amazingly small amount of money, you can turn your home into the USS Enterprise by putting these devices around your home, and they all act as an interconnected network because they are smart and only the closest one to you answers. One of our favorite features is the announce feature. If you announce, whatever you say will be broadcast to all the other Echo devices in your home. So when my lovely wife Rogue prepares dinner, or it's morning and time to get out of bed, she can simply say announce to it, and it plays in every room of the house, and they can't claim they didn't hear. That alone is a very nice feature. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave... Oh no, it's not Christmas yet, it's Black Friday. Although I used that joke in the Newegg deal video, so my apologies. In any case, we have an amazing tablet deal for you. The Amazon Fire HD 10, $73. I kid you not, this is a 10.1-inch 1080p full HD tablet, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, and 8-core 2 gigahertz CPU, expandable with micro SD cards, such as the Samsung ones I talked about earlier in this video, $73. At $73, it is not that expensive to buy 3 of these and just have an in-car entertainment system. In fact, at this price, they're nearly stocking stuffers. And who wouldn't find it pretty cool to wake up on the 25th with a 10-inch tablet in their stocking? Deal number 11 is also from Amazon, this time for your television. This is a Fire TV Cube. Specifically, this is a previous version. We have had this for several years at home, and we absolutely love it. $120 is the normal price, but I wouldn't be bringing this to you if it was the normal price. Try just $73. This combines the features of an Echo, which we just talked about, with an Amazon Fire device or Fire TV stick. They've got several different ones, all in one. Sick and tired of remote controls? You don't need one. You just talk to your television. This will turn your TV on, turn your TV off. This will change your TV's volume, change channels, but it will also look up all of the various bits of content that you can get on a Fire device. It'll pull up YouTube and YouTube TV. It'll pull up Netflix and HBO Max and Disney Plus and all the other various services, and you can just speak to it and tell it what you want to watch. It'll appear on screen and put a number on them if there's several answers, and you just say, play that one. And it does. And you don't need a remote. Now, it does have a remote. So if you want to control the volume without speaking during a movie, of course, you can certainly do that. Now, this is $73. In addition to this, for $27, you can have the Fire TV 4K version of this without the Echo for $27. Control the volume with your remote. It connects to your TV and works very well. And then it just plugs into an HDMI port in the back. It's simply out of the way and doesn't cause any fuss. So you can get it with or without the hands-free features. We have one of these on every TV we own. The kids' TV, the office TV, our home TV, and we would certainly never be without it. At number 10, halfway through the deals, we have our last Amazon device to talk about today, but this is an incredible discount, 50% off. Have you wanted to replace your ancient and out-of-date doorbell with one of the new Ring video doorbells? Would you like to have motion detecting and recording of anybody who comes to your front door? Well, this is an interesting combo offer you might want to check out. This is a 1080p HD camera that replaces your current doorbell with motion tracking, and you can monitor the video anywhere using the Ring app on your phone or other device. It also comes bundled with an Echo Show 5, which is a 5-inch screen. It's basically an Echo like the ones we were talking about before, but this time with a screen attached to it. Now, the Echo Show 5 will do a lot of other things as well. It'll do video chats, video calls. It'll play videos, movies through Amazon Prime Video, and display a bunch of other stuff on screen. But in this case, it's included because it easily, for example, from your kitchen, lets you see what's going on at the front door anytime somebody walks up. For just $160, you get both of those. That is a 50% off discount. And if you're interested in making your house a smart home, check that deal out below. Moving right along to deal number 9, we have a Logitech Keyboard. But not just anyone, this is part of their G series. Would you like some RGB with your keyboard? How about $39 RGB keyboard? This is one of the Gamer series from Logitech. Now, it is not mechanical, it is membrane, but it is a premium membrane keyboard. Not all of them are made alike. Now, Logitech certainly sells ultra cheap keyboards. I've covered them in various videos like 4 years ago, but this isn't one of those. If you've been wanting to put some RGB on your desk, but you don't want to spend the $100+ an RGB mechanical keyboard costs, check this one out down below. Deal number 8 is huge, and I mean that literally. 2 terabyte Samsung 860 EVO 2.5-inch SATA drive, $179. That is amazing. 2 terabytes for $180 is not only an amazing deal in its own right, but it is one of the best SATA SSDs ever made and will probably ever be made. Only surpassed by the 860 Pro, which isn't really relevant to most of you. This thing is an absolute beast. If your current computer is running fine, but you need a drive to handle the new ridiculously large games, Flight Simulator 2020, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and more, looking at all of you, 2 terabytes of premium storage for under $200, that's a deal. Lucky number 7 has us sticking with Samsung, but this time moving from SATA to NVMe. Now the size on this drive is shrinking to 1 terabyte, but the price is shrinking as well, $129. Now, there are less expensive 1 terabyte NVMe drives on the market, but if you're putting together a reasonably good machine with some of these parts we're going to talk about in just a minute, then this is the smallest boot drive I would consider, and it's the lowest end boot drive I'd consider. Saving $20 or $30 on a super budget drive is just not worth it on a machine you're going to keep for many years to come. If you want one of the best NVMe Gen 3 drives ever made with a great price, check out deal number 7 down below. Deal number 6 is the drive that's actually sitting in front of me right here. This is a Samsung 970 EVO Plus 2 terabyte drive. Now this is twice the price of the previous deal I mentioned, and it's the deal at the 2 terabyte size. It's more expensive than the SATA drive below, but this is the fastest and the best Gen 3 TLC NVMe SSD that has been made and will probably ever be made. Now, Gen 4 drives certainly exist for a little bit more money. However, I actually think this drive is better than many of the first generation of Gen 4 drives. Not in sequential transfer, but in random performance, endurance, warranty, and software support. For $250, you get the best. If you're putting together a system today and you want that system to last for years, a 2 terabyte boot drive is not crazy. Have you seen the size of games today? I got this drive not that long ago because I'm going to make it the boot drive in the new i9-10980XE build that we're going to be doing just after Black Friday. That CPU deserves that SSD. Deal number 5 in this list should need no introduction if you've watched my content at all recently. In fact, we just got done talking about it with the Samsung SSD, the i9-10850K. Basically an i9-10900K without the thermal velocity boost, but it's completely irrelevant except for that last 0.1 gigahertz going from 5.2 to 5.3. It is basically an i9-10900K. 10 cores, 20 threads, amazing performance, $450, which just so happens to be the price of the new Ryzen 7 5800X. Now, if the 5800X was here, I know that some of you should buy it and we could talk about it. But since it's out of stock and likely to remain out of stock for a while, if you want to build a computer this year in 2020, it's almost irrelevant. This is available today, and it has amazing performance on a mature platform. Now, there's a combo part of this, which is the motherboard. I can't just suggest a CPU without telling you what motherboard you should consider. The one I've picked out for this, not the only one that works, but the one that I would seriously consider looking at, is the Gigabyte Z490 Vision G. Why? Look at the feature set. It's got good audio, good LAN. It's got multiple M.2 slots. It's got USB Type A and C on the back. It has a complete suite of features. It has really good high-end premium power delivery for $180. That is a really good price for a board that ticks all of the necessary boxes. Now, of course, you could also go with an MSI Tomahawk. You could go with an Asus ROG Strix, which will cost more. I could spend the next 10 minutes talking about motherboards, which I won't. But if you want the best Intel CPU available on the market for the same price as the mid-level Zen 3 5800X, you can have it. Deal number 4 is one of my favorites in the list because it's something everybody needs, and there is no need to use a cheap mouse. This is a Logitech G703. We have a G703 we've covered in the past, very briefly in an unboxing video, and I use it here in the office. In fact, I've been using Logitech G7 series of the various numbers for years. This is an original G700. I also have G700Ss and one of these in the office. This is sort of the sweet spot among the G line. There's also a G900 and there's G600 and 500s and 400s and many other various models of mice with more and less features. But this is sort of the sweet spot where you get premium performance for a reasonable price, $59. I've spent more than that years ago for the older models of the G7 series. So if you're looking for an awesome gaming mouse, this time with RGB, the old ones didn't have it, check out the G703 down below. Our third deal in this list is an LG Ultra PC laptop. Bear with me because this is a bit of an interesting one. 17-inch screen, much larger than the standard 15.6-inch, which has been sold for years, but it gets better. Not only is it IPS or in-plane switching, but it's WQXGA 2560 by 1600. Yes, you heard me right. It's actually higher than 1440p on a laptop. It also comes with Intel's 10th generation i7 10500U CPU. That is a 4-core, 8-thread, low-power CPU. But that comes with a pretty big benefit. How many of you would like to have up to a 16-hour battery? It's a 72-watt-hour battery with a low-power CPU, but it will intermittently turbo up to 4.9 gigahertz for a very snappy, responsive feeling, and then scaling way back to give you tons of battery life. But we're not done yet here. 512 gig NVMe SSD, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It has a GTX 1650 4 gigabyte graphics card. Now let me be absolutely clear. This is not meant to be a super high, ultra powerful gaming machine. With a 1600p monitor and a 1650 graphics card, it'll play League of Legends, it'll play CSGO, it'll play Overwatch, it'll play Dota 2. It will not, however, play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But that's not the point. This is meant to be a school machine, a work machine, a presentation machine, light content creation, not for 4K video editing perhaps, but it will do it. This is meant to be a large, beautiful screen on a powerful enough laptop to let you run all of your productivity, work, and light content creation applications. Did I mention that it was only 4 pounds with 16 hours of battery life? That's impressive. It's a specialized machine, not for everybody, but did I also mention that it was 24% off? At just over $1,200, that's a lot of laptop for a very reasonable price. Our second to last deal in this list certainly needs no introduction to regular viewers of our channel. It is the Intel i9 9900K 8-core, 16-thread, 5 gigahertz CPU. This time in a bundle deal. We covered this the other day in a previous video, but this time we are including it with a Z390 Gigabyte Aorus Pro motherboard. In fact, you could see it right there in Wi-Fi version. The bundle version here for $470 total, motherboard and CPU, does not include Wi-Fi, but otherwise that's basically the only difference. This CPU and that motherboard is what runs my personal home gaming computer, combined with an RTX 2070 Super, and it is absolutely fabulous. Completely fuss-free, install any RAM you want without having to worry about it. Huge performance and great multitasking. This is a really solid discount, giving you a $40 discount on the motherboard and just $320 on the CPU. If you're looking for an 8-core 16-thread system right now and you want the best available one, since the Ryzen 7 5800X can't be bought at the moment and probably won't be able to until next year, then this is what you want to get. But wait, there's more, as they say. You also might be wondering, what cooler would you install? Well, I've covered a variety of discount and budget coolers recently, but this sort of CPU does genuinely need a beefy cooler. You can see right here on the desk the Dark Rock Pro 4. This is on sale, and it rarely is. $69. This cooler will absolutely cool an i9 9900K with all 8 cores and 16 threads to 5 gigahertz. When you combine this cooler, this motherboard, and that CPU, you have a beast of a gaming computer. Last but certainly not least, we have our premier deal of today. The Ryzen 7 3700X CPU, 8 cores, 16 threads, and not 5 gigahertz, but still a very impressive 4.2 gigahertz on all the cores out of the box, $445 with a combo bundle with a Gigabyte Aorus B550 Pro motherboard. A very nice motherboard, perfectly appropriate for a Ryzen 7 3700X. Right now, there's a deal for $25 for a Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, and I would absolutely use that, unless you're completely married to the RGB, if you want to get rid of the noise of the Wraith Prism RGB that it comes with. You can skip it, but the cooler that comes with it does run a little bit hot and it does run a little loud. For $25, you get a 120mm silent running fan and a larger 4-heat pipe direct contact cooler that will keep your 3700X running fast and cool. One question that's bound to come up is, which 8-core CPU should you buy? There's both deals in this video. Well, there is a $70 price difference between them if you include the cooler, the Hyper 212, or a $100 price difference if you don't. The i9 is faster. Straight up gaming and most multitasking activities, not all, but straight up the i9 9900K is faster. How much? About 20% give or take, depending on whether you run it at 4.7 or 5 gigahertz. I'm not even going to attempt to explain that in any more detail here. However, I do have an upcoming video that shows benchmarks between these and the Zen 3 chip, so be sure to be subscribed with the bell notification hit if you'd like to see that when it comes out very soon. Both of them are very good, and frankly, unless you have them side by side, most of you would enjoy either one of them. The i9 does use more power and does require a larger cooler. The Ryzen 7 uses less power and has a potential upgrade in front of it. It really just comes down to you and what you're looking for, and perhaps whether you're a Team Blue or Team Red fan. Thank you all so much for watching through to the end of this video. 2 gold stars for all of you. We will be live streaming on Black Friday, maybe even Cyber Monday, and we might even do a bonus stream earlier during the week. So be sure to hit that bell notification icon to be notified when we're doing that. Follow us on Twitter and Discord. We have a wonderful Tech Deals Discord. Links to those are down in the video description below. Now, this is not a sponsored video. This is being done to benefit all of you. Amazon doesn't pay us to do these. The only real benefit we get beyond helping our audience is the use of the affiliate links down in the video description below. If you like this content, if you want us to do more of these deal videos, outside of Newegg, who does sponsor us, the previous one was, then consider using those links down below whenever you want to buy something. Whether it is a motherboard, CPU, Sega Genesis Mini, or a jar of peanut butter. Some of you have seen the jar of peanut butter in various places in our videos. It's sort of an inside joke and a subtle reminder that says if you click one of our links down in the video description below, and this is true, by the way, of Newegg, Amazon, and eBay, it does not actually matter what you buy, so long as you check out during the same browser session from when you click the link. Even if you buy a jar of peanut butter, we still get a commission from it at no extra cost to you, and that support is greatly appreciated and lets us buy all this stuff and keep bringing you awesome reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, share it with your friends if you love it. Remember, subscribe to the channel with a big huge red button directly below. Questions, comments, thoughts, feedback, suggestions. You all know where the comment section is at this point. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of this compared to the last one that we did. Let me know what your favorite deal, what your least favorite deal is. Perhaps you found a different deal that I missed. It might be beneficial to others. Put that down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Links in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all in the next video.